And now, our feature presentation.
Program activated.
Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to make us have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away.
Set course for Earth.
Yes, sir.
Punch it.
How do you think, what is the next move, on Ripple's roadmap, in your opinion? To put you on the spot here.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance. Some of it comes from, that's the reason 6 years ago, we were born with the mission of moving money like information moves today, right? And we are making it possible working with the existing ecosystem. So I think this is a key differentiator about Ripple, and that's the reason we are a monoline company. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is, just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else. So we are like, Google is for search, Ripple is for remittances. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right, and we will not rest till we earn your respect and your business.
The role of gold and silver and how it can be associated with distributed ledger technology, it's something that we have not explored, but certainly we are very, very keen to explore distributed ledger technology for all sorts of purposes, particularly in the fintech world. And when it comes to accelerating cross-border payment, when it comes to remittances, when it comes to a lot of the transactions that are being conducted at significant cost and with great length of time, we believe that that technology can be of great use. Much more, I think there is much more interest in that technology now, separate and independent from the Bitcoins and the Ethereum and all the rest of them.
Planet Arrakis, source of the spice. Planet Caladan, home of House Atreides. Planet Edie Prime, home of House Harkonnen. Planet Kaitane, home of the Emperor of the known universe. Send a third stage guild navigator to Kaitane to demand details from the Emperor. The spice must flow.
Trading of these cryptocurrencies, and our retail investors look at that and say, that looks like a stock or a bond, it trades. We have sophisticated rules and surveillance to ensure that people are not manipulating the stock market. Those cryptocurrency markets, by and large, do not have that. Now, we're working hard to see if we can get there, but I'm not just going to flip a switch and say, this is just like stocks and bonds.
We have just folded space from X.
Yes? How was your journey?
Many machines on X. New machines.
Oh?
Better than those on Bridges. I see many things. I see plans within plans.
Is there a problem?
Yep. So we did actually a proof of concept with one cryptocurrency. I mean, we made a press release, so I mean I can mention that. That was with Ripple, where we are trying to see if we can use cryptocurrency for liquidity in the markets. Because I would say the big secret on money transfer is that money doesn't move. Money is already there. We pre-fund pretty much in bank account all over the world, and then we do value transfer. But if I were to send money from here to Mexico and literally physically move the money at that time, it would take a lot of time. So cryptocurrency, if they are at scale, and if the markets are there with liquidity, could actually allow us to eliminate pre-funding of fiat, what we call regular currency in a particular country, and then use the exchanges to sell cryptocurrency against local currency and deposit that into the bank account or give it in cash for our users. So we are obviously looking into that. We are running some pilot and trial. And I do believe that it is highly probable that this is the way money will move in the future. There is still a lack, again, of liquidity, and some markets are more advanced than others. We deal with a lot of exotic currencies in countries such as in Africa, for example, where I don't see cryptocurrency really being traded in the near future. But in many places, like in Europe, like in Asia, it could be actually possible. And if it takes off, we want to be part of it.
I think what would be helpful as a place to start, if you could give us a sense of your role at the UAE Exchange and a little bit about what Finabler does and how it works with different entities. For people who don't know, there's a booth out in the City of the Future exhibit there where people can learn more. But perhaps if you could just give us a sense of your role to a certain degree within the UAE Exchange and then what Finabler is offering to different companies.
So we are an institution born and brought out of UAE. Started 1980, largely focusing on worker remittances. And then we graduated the capability that we have built in moving money at scale into a larger cross-border payments and then into FX, and building a large amount of community of consumers, both at the first mile of origination as well as on the last mile of distribution, with handling the complexity of processing the payments in between. So as Finabler, we have multiple go-to-market brands. UAE Exchange is one such. We operate it in UAE. We are operating in 44 markets directly. We handle 150 million of transactions globally with a throughput volume of $114 billion. So we are a global player covering 44 markets, focusing on payments and foreign exchange as a platform, both for consumers as well as for businesses.